10 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to ban. Dire team ban. Alliances turn to pick.
Gyrocopter!
Queen.
Earth Shaker.
Alliances turn to pick. Naga Siren. Alliances turn to ban.
Welcome back, everybody. We have our next series of the night. It is the Swedish Civil War. Ninjas in Pyjamas facing up against Alliance. Rearbar is going to be joining me once again. The draft, for some reason, and maybe because these teams know each other very well, is going rather quickly. So let's jump right into it. To Queen of Pain, Earthshaker, Gyrocopter, Naga Siren for Alliance.
Oh, do they have the best Swedes, though? Who is the best Swede?
That is the real question, isn't it, Rio?
Ah, yes. Yes, it is. No, they're all good.
I will just say that in the past, it's felt like Ninjas in Pyjamas has had Alliance's number. In fact, I remember going into the... Going into the TI5 qualifiers, I asked Hanskin, like, who do you think your toughest opponent is going to be? Is it Alliance, or do you know them well enough that it's okay? And he actually said at the time, he said Na'Vi. He said that Na'Vi was going to be their biggest threat because not necessarily that they were stronger than Alliance, but the fact that they knew Alliance a bit better, and Na'Vi was scarier because of that fact, right? So Ninjas in Pyjamas has had Alliance's number in the past. They've had a pretty good record against Alliance, but obviously this is a different Alliance than the one in the past. We now have both MyNuts and S4 playing with them. Admiral Bulldog. I mean, this is basically TI3 Alliance with MyNuts subbing in for EGN.
Yep, pretty much. Trying to get back to their roots of winning formula. Maybe they'll go on a run. You never know. The team has a lot of potential, though, and the difference this time around is S4 was drafting for Secret, and S4 is drafting for... Was S4 drafting during TI3? I think it was... Was it... Who was it? Was it... I can't even remember now.
I don't remember either.
I think it was... I think it was
10
Ake.
seconds remaining.
Either way,
it's been a long time.
Either way, S4 has what he's wanted, right? Which is a team that is going to have confidence in him and his drafting. So it's already shown to start off Alliance. Really good start against Abraxas. They 2-0'd them. They're now here against Ninjas in Pyjamas. The winner of this will move on to face on the winner of Empire and 5 Jungs. That is a match that's going to be played here tomorrow, actually, as well as the first Na'Vi game. So you guys have a lot of exciting Dota coming up here on this channel every single day. Starting at 11 CEST is when the Southeast Asian qualifier, 17 CEST for the European qualifier. Unless games go late. Now have Darks here for NiP.
5 seconds.
Yeah, I really love when teams pick up Darks here because it's another counterplay to Naga Siren. We've seen time and time again where Naga always has this, oh, we'll sleep you and then we'll just counterplay you. But with NiP, they're just like, all right, we're going to give you Naga and we're going to play around that. So if you song us, we're going to most likely save our Okay, there it is. The combo that we're waiting for.
I wonder if NiP was watching that game too. Darksteer, Winter Wyvern, I think that won it. And they're going to try and have a repeat performance, but Alliance actually picking up the Dragon Knight here.
This is a lot of pressure.
Yeah, a lot of pushing power between him and the Chen. This pretty much went from like a very... Like, okay, anything can happen, right, with Gyrocopter, Naga Siren. A lot of team fight potential. Maybe they want to go late. Maybe they want to push early. But then the Chen, Dragon Knight, all of a sudden solidifies. Alliance are going to push you very early. NiP, though, do have some good fighting power early. Winter Wyvern is great at spamming out against tower pushes. Earthshaker and Queen of Pain both ready pretty early. Even the Darkseer just really wants his mech before you go into fights. Blink Dagger, of course, is a luxury that you probably can't afford by that 20-minute mark.
Yeah, and yeah, always have to go fall back on the Queen of Pain ultis too. They're going to be key, I think, to this game, how well they do, as well as the fissures. I mean, you can see some good fissure blocks here. Echo Slam is great to counteract Naga and Chin if they get grouped up with too many illusions. He probably won't have a fast Blink Dagger, but still, if you just Winter Wyvern ulti and then you can just run in, oh, that's plenty enough time. You also have the Surge to deal to help you boost that up. But NiP definitely going to have to think about, okay, can we maybe go for a late game hero, or do we need to get another pressuring hero early game to deal with this? So I'm trying to think of carries right now for them that can really help in this early game team fight. The best thing I can think of is, I don't know, I don't think Slark's enough AoE. They really need an AoE, I feel, to still help with the Chin and the Hand of God and the mech that's going to be coming out.
Yeah, and magic damage would also be, like, if you had a carry that was able to dish out a decent amount of magic damage, that would also be nice, knowing that Dragon Knight's going to be so tanky to physical damage. I agree with you. I don't think the Slark has enough AoE. I also don't think he comes online fast enough. While the rest in NiP may be trying to defend as 4 or something, they really need a carry that can actually come into these fights.
Is it Alchemist?
Alchemist?
What other hero is there that can really come in early? It's really good for holding the pushes. And if you can get maybe a quick Shadow Blade or a Silver Edge against the Dragon Knight, he's kind of like paper.
Yeah. Juggernaut was, I think, a nice ban from Alliance. Juggernaut can definitely fight early, has that spin, of course, can do a lot of magic damage, but also the fact that, as you said, he can build into the Shadowblade Silver Edge, which is so potent against DK.
Probably, there's still the Luna that we saw from the games earlier. It's really good here. Potentially Ember Spirit, too. Ember Spirit's safe lane. That could be something really good. I think they should get Ember. Alright, mine's made up. Ember.
Okay. I could see that. I mean, just Phase Boots Drums is all you need to be able to battle early. He's a really strong hero in that regard. He can get up in the Phase Gyrocopter. It's a little bit of a back and forth, right? In that you've got this great Flame Guard that is able to soak up a lot of magic damage. At the same time, there's a lot of magic damage, which means your Flame Guard is going to die off pretty quickly. But when it comes to pushing, like, if you could just get that Battle Fury before they try and go uphill, you're going to be pretty good at slowing down these pushes.
Yeah, they're just like really stumped like we are. We're just like, okay, well, we need some kind of hero that can help us out right now. Well, we've talked about NiP quite a bit here. Let's look at Alliance. What do they still need? They need an offlane hero. We need a Bulldog. We need another Rat. I don't think Furion's good this game.
It gives you the split push, and NiP did not ban it away.
Probably.
Do we have the Alliance learning curve? Oh, SF. So a safe lane Queen of Pain.
Okay. That's pretty good too. So
Limp is going to be taking his SF. They are on Dire side, but it is going to be the Furion. If the Alliance learning curve actually comes to play here, though.
Yep. This ain't the last patch, but they still have deadly heroes. Dragon Knight's really tanky. Gyro will probably get really tanky as well. It's just, what can Nature's Prophet do in these team fights against the Darkseer Winter Wyvern? Or is he going to split push? Most likely it's Bulldog, but still, I kind of like the Shadow Fiend last pickup. We didn't talk about it too much yet. It can help. It's like, what do you get now, though, on Shadow Fiend? Do you get mech on him and then Darkseer get the pipe or something, or what are they going to do now on NiP? It's going to be curious to see, because you can't go Yules because you're against Dragon Knight and a lot of tanky heroes.
I like the mech BKB build on the SF, and we go Ags on the Queen of Pain. I think like an Ags first would be really potent here, and they would just have so much power to be able to slow down these pushes, right? Every 30 seconds you spam out
Prepare for
a Sonic Wave. Or is it 40 seconds? Yeah, it's 40 seconds. 30 seconds with an Octarine as well.
He's going to be so far, and he's going to have Octarine too. I believe it. I don't really like Octarine second. It adds a lot of HP and stuff, but it just feels like you can't get the pickoffs that you need to get. Like you need a Sheepstick and an Orchid. You don't have any tempo controlling. You're reliant on your other allies to really set up everything instead of being the initiator yourself. So...
Oh, here it comes. Yonasamfan has been spotted out by the ward. Can they actually get him? Nuts could go for the ensnare if the other two heroes want to come over, but looks like they just spotted out. Okay, where he placed the ward. This is a... Does this block out the camp?
It looks like it. Might block this one.
I would presume it. Yeah. It's just that the line is like... It's right along this tree area. So I would be very surprised if it does. Maybe it's just a really good... It could just be a really good ward to spy out the Chen rotations. You know? Alright,
Ninja Bulldog. He's doing the old tactics. Going to be blocking up the off lane. Probably pulling. This is really smart. I mean, you can still get a lot done in the off lane as Nature's Prophet here.
Something similar happening here in this bottom lane. Again, a little bit of dirty techniques. They're gonna block up with the Fisher and give Yonasamfan a nice, easy start to level 2. Making sure that he doesn't get pushed out. That's always the one of the harder things, is like the supports are really gonna try and keep you out of experience range to make sure you can't get Surge. But with that Fisher block, it should be very easy for him. As you said, the pulling comes out for the Treants. Admiral Bulldog will be in a great position there. It looks like he's going to be kind of left to a sort of 1 versus 1. Winter Wyvern's doing the typical thing, using the early harassment of Arctic Burn to try and establish some control. And I would presume Hanskin's probably going to rotate around as well, really looking to shut down that middle lane.
Yeah, but so far DK's got perfect CS. He even has an extra one for clearing out that ward. Bulldog managed to pull the top lane too, so he's going to have an easy level 2, possibly even 3. So looking really good so far from Alliance, and as well to mention, Chen did not get his jungle blocked, so looking really good for Alliance, I would say, early game. And you lied to me.
What did I lie to you about? What?
It's level 1, man. It's level 1.
How did he not get his, okay.
I don't know. I'm confused too.
I mean, it is a very dangerous lane, right? Like the long duration hold of ensnare with Gyrocopter's Rocket Barrage with the right amount of body blocking. They can actually engage. Oh man, Yonasamfan might just die here. A couple more right clicks underneath the tower and they got it. First blood goes to Loda.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Wow. I'm really surprised though that he didn't actually get the level 2 too early on. That's some really good play from Alliance. Mid lane, DK normally gets crushed in this lane too, and he had help too, so this is really good so far.
S4, perhaps back to his old form. He does have a very distinct lack of regen, but he finally has his bottle here, as well as boots. So he's going to be a happy camper now. Back to anything with the right rotation out from Ake. They may even be able to get a kill, especially if they can get level 6 on the Dragon Knight. You get that long-range stun. Chen closes the gap, gets him with the creeps. Things could be good.
Alright, another thing to note.
Fun.
No.
He runs straight into Loda, takes the full Rocket Barrage there, and is going to be forced to blow the health potion. Him compared to Bulldog right now, not even a question. Bulldog sitting at level 3.5.
I know what happened. I know why he got zoned out so hard in the bottom lane. Loda started with boots first. That's why.
Oh, and he's going straight for phase boots, too.
Yep.
Really trying to keep up the pressure. This Naga Siren. My Nuts is just not having it. Jonas isn't going to get anything at all. Meanwhile, our Furion was still getting a decent amount, and now he can choose to perhaps do a little bit of jungling.
One good thing to note is that they don't have any stuns for the top lane, so Bulldog played as aggressive as he wanted. He just let them go on him, and they can just teleport out.
Yeah.
And looking at his build, it looks like he's going to go for a fast Orchid here. So,
Hanskin,
not too shabby.
He's just been focused on stacking. Do you think he should have been up in the top lane a little bit more?
Maybe he could have gotten a kill if he... I think they could have gotten the kill on Bulldog, but it would have been hard. Probably just wanted to help out the SF because, you know, there's a Chen in the jungle who is level 4. 4 minutes in the game.
Smoke up. They're actually going to bait out this 4-minute rune. S4 is going to run down the cliff and be able to get the stun onto Era, but at the same time the Fisher goes out. They're still going to get the Centaur stun and the Sprout block just to make sure that Era does die. Seal Kid comes in from the top, but can't do anything to stop that.
He got the rune.
Oh, he did. He did. He got the bounty rune.
Really? I mean, this is just perfect execution so far from Alliance. And they're winning, it feels like, a lot of lanes, but still, Queen of Pain, free farming. SF is going to have a lot of stacks. Never mind, Jonas and Fan's going to be taking that to catch back up. But still, doing a good job, I would say.
Yeah, same thing as we saw last time. They spam out, working to try and get the Soul Ring, and then head back to lane. Which I feel like is a pretty smart plan, even if it does slow down your mid laner a little bit.
S4 has the haste rune, man. He's got it. It's ready.
Yeah, they could easily go for a kill here. The Chen starts making the rotation. S4 pops it. He's a little bit low, but starts bottling up. They will be able to chain stun across the Centaur, and S4 easily able to get the kill with the help of Chen.
He baited him so hard there.
Yes, he did.
Oh my goodness. That's just not fair. Making it look easy. And that's going to be Dragon Knight level 6 now. But he doesn't have any way to really pressure mid anymore. That's the one good thing about a Shadow Fiend. You can just clear out the waves so easily. It's really hard for a Dragon Knight to pressure that tower. And if he moves anywhere else, Shadow Fiend can take the tower fast himself. So they have to be on the ball. Probably you'll see, you know, Bulldog take over the mid lane or something if S4 does go anywhere.
Ring of Aquila and Phase Boots. I'm interested to see if Loda actually goes for the drums to complete here, or if he goes like straight for the S and Y, or maybe he feels enough room to go Helmet Dominator. Say rotation
That's a good
around.
question.
Oh, they're gonna gang up the Darkseer here, going all the way around to shut him down. And then they're probably going to pop the Dragon Knight ultimate as well and just take... Oh, especially with the illusions that he has in the bottle. That's perfect for a Dragon Knight. They should be able to take this tier 1 tower so easily.
Yeah, he might... Probably going to go...
S4, they're making fully sure that there's no escape. They close down all avenues for Jonas Afan. He tries to throw on the right-hand side. TPs are coming in, but he will be controlled enough that will be going down. Still, the Fisher block is there. S4 is in a peck of trouble here. More CT coming out. Lin tries to pop him, but no. He instantly gets blown up. Now S4 bottling up, turns around onto Seal Kid. Will be able to get that kill as well. Alliance just come back strong here and take easily the team fight in this bottom tier 1 tower and go straight.
Yeah, I mean, and Bulldog did rotate to mid, as I was saying, and that got him his level 6. Even the Nature's Prophet ulti came in and helped. I mean, this is just perfect play right now. And there's not much they can do to stop it. The Earthshaker pick is so greedy, and they're punishing it right now.
Oh, absolutely. And Ake is playing the Chen flawlessly. He's already got the Arcane Boots, so we'll be going for the Mac Greaves.
Double
eventually.
Arcane up. Jeez.
Mana for days.
They didn't drop their boots, though. The value. It was lost.
I think we all learned something important at TI5 here.
What did we learn?
Sometimes efficiency isn't good.
Well...
Did you really not get that reference?
Swindle Melon, dude. That's what I was laughing. I didn't want to say names, dude, but you just dropped the ball on me. Alright, that's not my fault. Alright.
Well then, Ake gonna be joined by S4 for a smoke up, and I can only presume a gank in the middle lane and taking the tier 1, but they've actually drawn to go all the way up into the enemy jungle. So maybe they think they're gonna catch out Era while he's farming up his stacks. I think they'll be a bit disappointed though if all they run into is an Earthshaker.
Yeah. And coming back mid lane now, seeing the pressure.
Radiant's top tower.
There is Team Huskin. Oh, they run right into him, able to get the stun. The call down is there as well to be able to slow down Aaron to make sure they get that kill. The Furion ult over the top. Lim comes in, but he can't do anything. He doesn't even have Sonic Wave, and if he did, it wouldn't be enough to guarantee a kill.
Man, these haste runes paying dividends so far. Probably didn't need it on that one, but still, definitely helping out there. And
the S4 rune.
S4 rune, man. It's everything's working perfectly for Alliance now. Everything.
The tower gonna fall here.
My nuts gonna be getting level 6 now too. Now they have the counterplay. And how are we looking on the Wyvern? Seal Kid, oh, not looking too good. He needs to get up level 6. That's basically their never mind. That's basically all they need. But will it be enough? I feel like Chin's gonna have his mechanism before that even comes.
Yeah, I mean, the way they're establishing dominance in this laning phase, it's 7-0. They're just gonna start snowballing so heavily with the mechs. They continue to 5-man. They never have an opportunity to fight them. All they can really do is split push, and even that's gonna be made a bit difficult, at least taking objectives by heroes like the Naga Siren and Furion, who are definitely can punish split pushers. Naga Siren just TPs in till like a tier 2 tower, leads with the sleep, and then the rest of the heroes TP back while you're left in that vulnerable position. They're just able to take you.
I'm pretty sure that win rate too, that 71%, probably 20% of it got lost from trying it out in the new patches too, so.
You think he had a 91% win rate?
Yeah, probably. Oh.
And Furion CPing in, good chain stunning. They will be able to get a little bit more damage, but unfortunately, wasn't quite enough. The Fisher not quite blocking him out. Era, Seal Kid's gonna come in, but they've already sent Admiral Bulldog back. So he just turns and fights.
During the TI era, TI 3, I felt like Alliance were just 100% win rate on everything, or like 90. So it's just they played so good back then, and this is very promising if you're an Alliance fan just seeing this right now.
Yeah, and it looks like S4 is going for the Chinese build on Dragonite. He has picked up a cloak. I think he's going to go for the Glimmer Cape and then go into break it apart for the Shadow Blade afterwards.
That's pretty good.
So it gives you
normally
nice,
sometimes
like,
we see at TI3 too, we saw a lot of the Blink daggers too coming out of the DK at first.
Yeah, I don't think Blink would be a bad choice this game, honestly, but either way, either one of those initiating items is going to be nice, right?
Now, what can NiP do to get back in this game? It just has to take one team fight, and it has to be set up by the Winter Wyvern Darkseer combination. But Darkseer doesn't have anything in vacuum. They're so far behind, and it just looks like Alliance is going to be able to take both of these tier 2s top.
Yeah, it looks bad in net worth, but I think it's even worse in experience at this point.
It's just the experience is where it's the worst.
Yeah, I mean, Darkseer's not going to have maxed out vacuum until at least level 10, right? So it's going to be a very long road before they have even a chance at recovering. Tier 1 tower at the top lane, double damage. Makes it easy for S4 to secure the last hit. Limp, who looks to be going Yule Scepter here, may need to be able to help out his allies. My Nuts runs right into Hanskin, and Seal Kid, well, they don't have the Winter's Curse. Without their ultimates, they can't even go for a simple support pickoff.
It's kind of like they need to go for the Hail Mary play with once this Seal Kid has, they need to just buy a smoke, go bottom, try to hope that Alliance groups up or something. But right now they're just dodging, trying to get the most they can out of the map. Era could be in trouble bottom lane if Ake does decide to come over here.
Almost seems like Era wants to go into the jungle, but that is not a good idea. He's going to run into Ake now, turns, but he rapidly realizes this is a bad idea. Start backing out. Alliance, 4 or 5 men. Do they try and take the rest of these tier 2s, or at least the one at bottom and middle, before they go Roshan? Or do you think they have the power to do so right now?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They're just focusing on not losing any of their towers right now, making sure that NiP get nothing. So I would suggest just pushing out probably bottom and then going for maybe the tier 2 mid. They'll probably have to give up one tower though to NiP, but they're desperately trying to hold on to all these tier 1s.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
87.5% win rate during the TI3 patch. Oh, TI3, okay. I was about to say, I'd be interested to know what the TI3 patch was.
Oh,
yeah. Seal Kid is going to be able to get over the trees. Oh, the tree's actually broken. Get those. Oh, the treants were kind of blocking out S4, but the Fisher was there anyway. Hanskin will be able to TP back, so they get away. They buy themselves a bit more time, but is the net worth actually going to their favor at all while they're dancing around? It doesn't look like it. It's plateaued. Alliance aren't gaining anything, but Ninjas and Pyjamas aren't actually gaining more net worth out of this map through their more efficient split build.
Here you go. This is the time NiP has to act. Era, though, might get picked off before. No.
S4 was pushing forward. He actually went for the drum, so maybe he's not going to go for the Glimmer Cape build.
Yeah, they're just going to tank up as much as possible and just run at the enemy. That seems to be the plan here. Oh, and SF going to be going for that quick BKB. So the mechanism is going to be coming from the darks here, it looks like. If they can get that online, maybe they can take a team fight, but with My Nuts, they really have... Is there any way they can blow up My Nuts? Because this Naga Siren turnaround play is just... I don't even know how they fight.
Yeah, I think they actually have to Winter's Curse up the Naga Siren and just hope they come. Otherwise, right, the Song of Siren goes out and then Alliance reset, and they've got really good potential to reset team fight. Admiral Bulldog continuing to rat out in that top lane, but he's going to join his team to take Roshan now, so they will take it before going for the tier 2s. Backdoor from Limp will allow them to get the tier 1 middle in exchange, but it's still Alliance coming out on top. Is Limp going to go for more backdoor? Oh, the tier 1 tower at top lane is low too. Limp's getting all of them.
Let's see if Bulldog makes this play. Oh, he's going for it!
TPN, Limp moved left, though. Link is coming up. He's got his ultimate. He got the Orchid. Limp is trying to hide himself in the trees, but a Sprout spots him out. And he will go down, paying for his attempt at a backdoor.
Era's in trouble now, too.
Yeah, S4 is going to come in, pops the drums, gets in range, manage to stun up Era. And it looks like he's going to fall as well. S4 will just slowly but surely run him down. Admiral Bulldog even TPing away. The last right click. Ake saves him with the heal. All under control, says Alliance. They haven't dropped a kill yet.
Yeah, this is brutal. Brutal to watch this. Oh, man.
9-0.
I mean, SF could have TP'd away, but... Because he just Dragon-tailed. Maybe he thought other people were coming, though, and he would have gotten cancelled. His TP, but... Well, they finally have some glimmer of hope. Mechanism completed on Darks here. Level 1 vacuum only, though. Just when is the high ground is basically Alliance are thinking right now. When do we go?
Well, they could definitely take the tier 2s with this Aegis and maybe wait out the next Roshan before they go uphill. And it's definitely I feel like there's not a whole lot of pressure on them because they still go into late game perfectly fine.
Yep.
The only real pressure is, do we want to try and push uphill before like Blink Dagger is up on the Earthshaker? Right? That's still a good 10 minutes away, probably.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Limp gonna be getting his Yule Scepter here. That'll help out maybe a little bit for the counter plays of Admiral Bulldog and his Orchid. Other than that, though, they're just trying to do as much as they can with as little as they have.
Top 3 net worth, all Alliance. They're controlling this game really well. They're even going for, right now, a 3-man push, while at the same time should be able to keep this tier 1 tower in the bottom lane safe. Got so many creeps in the middle lane. How do they even deal with this? Splinter Blast is an okay way to start. Limp's going to come in, try and clean up some more of these creeps. Do you still go the Aghanim Scepter on Limp? Like, he went Yule Scepter first. Where do you go from here?
I would go Ags as well. You just have to stall as long as you can and hope, like you said, Earthshaker needs to get the Blink Dagger. and they're gonna have to hope for the wombo combo.
Oh,
Only way back.
There's the blink dagger on S4, so it's just going to be a casual cloak. And he will go for that attempt at an instant disable, especially against some of these initiators like the Earthshaker and Winter Wyvern.
Smoke up here by Alliance. They're going to go wrap around, see if they can find anyone. They'll find... No, Hanskin will not go to the bottom lane and farm. Seal Kid not going to stay behind the tower. And they won't be picked off. Meanwhile, they did get a trade top lane. Not too bad.
Yeah, Limp's even going for a little bit of chip damage on that tier 2 tower. Anything they can to get something against Alliance while staying away from them at all costs. But Alliance know this, and they're just going to go from tier 2 to tier 2 now. As far as that full Solar Crest now for the Naga Siren. Look at that efficiency. Putting on the creep, making sure their creep wave stays alive that much longer.
Oh, they still have Dragon Form. They definitely want to chip away. They have Haste Rune too. S4 is going to be using it.
Oh, with the Blink Dagger as well. He's got the opportunity to jump in and try and catch someone without really being punished. But instead...
Wyvern can't even get in close, I feel like. They have to fissure and then maybe go in. But...
Yeah. Explosive Blast, but he's already dropped down to below half HP with My Nuts peckering at him with those Naga Siren illusions. And tier 3 falls, and Ninjas of Pyjamas have yet to make their move. BKB is up on Era, though, and perhaps that's the advantage they need. Dragonite, their ultimate's about to fade, so they will back up now.
Yep, they use Flat Cannon as well. That was on cooldown. Mostly that and the Dragonite. Dragon Form down, so just play patient here. No need to rush anything.
Okay, he's going for the Aghanims. Ooh. If he can get Aghanim Scepter, they get the second Aegis, and he's bringing along one of these Granite Golems. I can't imagine how NiP are going to be able to pull off a combination strong enough to actually eat through these tanky heroes.
Yep, it's going to have to hope on a prayer. They don't even have... He's just going to have to... I thought he might just go all in Aftershock, just so he could maybe stun them permanently. Well, not permanently, but for at least 3 seconds. And hope for the best with the AoE damage she could have brought. But he still doesn't even have Echo. They really need Echo on Earthshaker.
Oh my god, they don't. I didn't even notice that. Level 5 at 21.5 minutes. This is not a great game for Ninjas of Pyjamas.
I mean, if he even goes anywhere alone, he's just gonna die to Fury on TP. So he has to stay with his teammates.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I don't know what happened with the audio channels. We'll have to try and fix it after this game, but something just randomly broke, apparently, midway through the cast.
Alliance are breaking everything. Just breaking everything.
I guess so. Era's going to be jumped on by S4. They're going to try and blow him up immediately. Limp responds, and they're actually going to be able to get S4, looks like, with a combination of ultimates. BKB pop by Era, and they're actually staying alive through this. Hanskin's going to go down. Era trying to get away. He does have a TP, but his BKB is fade, and now he has to turn and fight. Will go down to Loda. Triple kill for him, all in exchange for S4. Looks like you know some fun. Last right click isn't going to be enough damage by itself. Only 2 survivors on the side of Ninjas of Pyjamas. Was not the fight they were looking for. Even though they blew up S4 first, he is still the tankiest hero of all. And it took pretty much all the ultimates from NiP to be able to kill him.
Yeah, and even if S4 had a BKB there, they would have done basically nothing. That was all from... all magic damage helped. But they did manage to do something. They got a kill. That's the first thing on the board. Maybe they can get Loda here, but doesn't look like it. Not with Mina Pain's ulti being on cooldown.
Loda is being pursued out, but there's My Nuts with the sleep. And Loda's going to be sent back, even just drops the ultimate as the last little annoyance to Ninjas of Pyjamas, who, while they've finally gotten themselves on the board, have lost their tier 3 and range racks in the process. 23 minutes in. Dominant position for Alliance as they are now over 15,000 net worth ahead of NiP.
Bulldog went for the Shadow Blade build. He's going to be going for that extra split push gank ability. It's really good. I guess he's going to go for the bo3 next here and just seal the deal. If worst case scenario, they could just split push, because you can see what NiP can do with as little as they have the vacuum combination with the Wyvern ulti into the Requiem. It still does a massive amount of damage. But like we said, there's ways to counter it. The BKBs, they have the Song of the Siren. They have a lot of field too, with Chin ulti and mech. So
alright, the push is gonna come in. Eventually, Alliance are going to go for that death push. They have to take Roshan first. Admiral Bulldog's already making sure that that bottom lane continues its pressure. Meanwhile, S4, thanks to a double damage rune, will take Roshan pretty quickly between him and the Solar Crest. They're going to make it look easy. All NiP can really do is pressure this top lane, and that's about it.
S4 got a DD rune. Why not? Just give him all the runes he ever wanted in his life, and he'll be happy. He's got 2400, and he'll probably go for a BKB next, and they don't even need it at this point, but it's just nice to have it. And oh, he's going Silver Edge on Bulldog. So what is he gonna? Oh, I guess just the SF.
Yeah, that's the only one. I mean, you could technically take away Aftershock, but four-man smoke, or three-man smoke rather. They have to somehow be able to get an initiation on Alliance, and their idea is to smoke up and cover the side. That being said, Era's already being targeted by S4. They need to make their entrance soon. Loda's being the first target here with the Fissure, but they've kind of spoiled their moment, not having a chance to be able to get that good five-man vacuum they were really hoping for.
And Jonas Fan doesn't even have the blink yet. He decided to go for the greaves, so he wouldn't get orchided by Admiral Bulldog. So they don't really have the greatest initiation right now.
12 Earthshaker to be only level 6 to 25 minutes. Poor guy's not having a good time, that's for sure. At least he's bumped up to level 7 now. Gyrocopter finishing up the Butterfly. They still have the Aegis if they want to go for another 5-man push. Furion's dealing with the top lane push for now. He's got his Silver Edge complete.
Force staff completed on the Naga Siren. Already had the Solar Crest that's helping a lot for these high ground seats. I mean, Loda's just going to have infinite misses if anyone attacks him. He's got Butterfly, Solar Crest potential. And it's just looking really good for Alliance. Just to be a slow death for NiP, and just going to get out farmed constantly. This is what Alliance does best. This is what they used to do. This is how they play. They just make you spread out. If you spread out too much, they could peck you off. And if not, then we're just going to out-farm you.
They could actually push in right now before the Blink Dagger is up on Hanskin. They give it a few minutes, though. It's about 700 gold away. BKB now complete for the Dragonite. It's just item after item coming in for Alliance, and I'm looking at the potential items for NiP. Not even the actual items themselves. Potential. For example, BKB on the Queen of Pain. No. Never mind. Still going at Aghanims that we talked about earlier.
He's going Sanjin, Yasha, and Dagon. Yeah.
Okay.
But if he can get the Ags, though, it'll help a lot in holding the high ground seats.
If the uphill push, if you wanted to make it even easier for yourself, you'll make sure that the Winter Wyvern is dead first. Sure enough, that's exactly what the Invis rune does for him. There's going to be no Winter's Curse, at least not for another 30 seconds. Alliance are sure to go uphill before then.
Yeah, this is... They kind of have to hold now. You have to wait for the Wyvern to come back up.
Which will give probably enough time for Alliance to take this tier 3 tower. They've got enough damage. S4 is actually going to jump in, go for Era. Still has that BKB, and they're not actually threatening him enough. They just push him back while the rest of the team focuses on the objectives. Tier 3's down, another 2 seconds until the Winter Wyvern's back up. And they get an initiation here. Ninjas the Pyjamas Still looking for that opening. They managed to get a Fisher block on S4. Good start. Limp is going to try and blow him up, but has already been stunned up. And actually, Loda's damage is coming in big. He's going to have to blink away from this one. No opportunity for a Sonic Wave. They lose the racks and don't even get anything. Now they manage to get the vacuum off, but it's only on 2. Sonic Wave is not quite enough. S4 ready to go with the turn, and Loda is just fighting up against Era. Now the ultimate gets dropped on top of that one. Echo Slam gets laid out, but it's never going to be enough. Double kill for Loda, and he's looking for a triple in the hands of Era. Goes for a quad. Seal Kid trying to get away back to the fountain, but won't escape. Ultra kill for Loda. Now the buybacks occur. NiP, desperate to continue to force this fight, but S4 managed to get himself away. Will be sent back to base. Now an Orchid. Yule Scepter is response. Queen of Pain going for the blink out. Blink away. No. Rampage for Loda. He keeps on going. Era's going to try and take away that Aegis, but GG, well played. NiP, they didn't stand a chance.
Yeah.
Ever since around the 15-minute marker, this was always going to be a very one-sided game. They tried to wait for Alliance to make a mistake, but the new Alliance just don't make those.
Yep, that was great. Great play all around from Alliance, from start to finish. Just bled the enemy dry. Just punished for their greedy lineup. I mean, Wyvern's good if you can get the combos, but if they don't have the levels, and you saw how it hurted that they didn't have Darkseer had a bad lane in the off lane in the early